Moshpit Passion, for the passion of the music.
Herzlich willkommen hier bei Moshpit Passion auf YouTube. Ich bin der Kajo. Neben mir der liebe KIRK von den mächtigen CROWBAR. Ihr seht, es ist ein bisschen klein, ein bisschen eng. Die Musik läuft ja auch schon, deswegen wird es nicht das High-End-Interview sein und werden, wie es gewohnt seid. Auch zeitlich sind wir ein bisschen limitiert. Entschuldigung dafür. Manchmal ist das leider so. Daher auch nicht wundern, wenn ich jetzt ins Englische umswitche. So KIRK, first question, how are you doing? How is it to be back with mighty CROWBAR here in Europe?
Great. We're doing great, and the tour has been fantastic so far. So
I saw last summer you did also a tour with Down. You played a couple of shows and festivals, and after this long period of no playing shows, yeah, how was it to come back?
it was great. I mean, just in general, like last year, we did a 6-week tour with Sepultura and Sacred Reich in the States. We did one also late in the year over here.
Yeah,
with
right.
the same lineup, and then I was able to do some shows in the States with Down and 3 festivals over here. So it was great. I mean, we were all losing our minds during the COVID, just like every other person, especially people in bands and shit. So it's just a great feeling. It really feels like stuff's back to normal. And that's a good thing.
You were right. I forgot the tour run with mighty Sepultura and Sacred Reich also here in Europe. Unfortunately, I had COVID because I wasn't there. But I saw you very productive because you released a record, self-titled record, and then a CROWBAR record. And now after, 2-3 years, you can now do a tour to both of them, or is it just CROWBAR tour, CROWBAR songs, or also?
No, just CROWBAR. The solo thing is totally separate, and it won't be a live or touring thing. It's a studio project, so it actually took me 2 years to make the first one, and I've just finished up the second one, so it took about 2 years to make the second one too.
Crazy. And I saw also there's some kind of collaboration with Jamie from Hatebreed, because he has some kind of label or distro in the US where is he pushing CROWBAR, Hatebreed stuff also, and Corpse Grinder, his project. And what I found interesting when it comes to touring, because a friend of mine, he will also be here later. He played in a band called Caliban from Germany.
Oh yeah.
And he told me, we did a tour with, I don't know if it was CROWBAR or Down, but with Hatebreed.
CROWBAR, yeah.
In the UK.
Yep.
And he told me all kind of crazy stories, which I don't share in front of the camera.
It was pretty wild back then.
But was this also the first contact to Jamie, and where you build up your friendship, and also the product or side project or second band, how you want to call that? Was it the first time you were more closer in developing the thing?
First time that we toured with him, but I've known Jamie for a long time. Like, he was just a hardcore kid that was a local promoter, so I've known him for a long time. And then when we did the tour in the UK, that was actually when he suggested, like, let's do a project together. So we did that, and literally people always talk about that, and it never happens. But like a month later, I'm painting inside my mom's house, and the phone rings, and it's Shasta, and he said, "Do you want to come up to Connecticut and get this thing rolling?" So I said, "Yeah, let's do it."
Crazy. Yeah. And also how time flies, also very, very interesting and crazy. But I want to stick a little bit about your side projects, because you're playing also like the Jamie thing, or also a couple months or weeks ago you were sharing also some kind of studio project, or was maybe you can tell a bit what this kind of stuff was?
It's called I Am, and it's myself and Todd Strange, original bass player for CROWBAR, and Kenny Hickey and Johnny Kelly that were with Typo Negative. So we're friends, and I'm a huge Typo fan, and a friend of ours, Andrew Spalding, has an independent label called Corpse Paint Records, and he kind of brought it all together, like, hey guys, I really want to get y'all in a room together and see what happens. So it's a lot. We have one song, but it came out great.
Yeah.
Got a video that'll be coming out soon, and
nice.
We had a lot of fun. So I'm sure we'll do some more writing together. It was fun.
I saw also something interesting at the merch booth, and also on your social media when it comes to this record, this is, I guess, something very special in your life. Maybe you want to share some thoughts when it comes to this record, which you're also celebrating. I guess
Yeah, we're celebrating 30 anniversary. I mean, it was really, you know, we called it Crowbar as a self-titled, even though we already had Obedience Through Suffering out, because I felt this record better represents what Crowbar sounds like. We were still finding ourselves during Obedience Through Suffering. So, but it's really what put us on the map, you know, especially over here. We supported Paradise Lost on like a 40-something day date tour in 1994. Yeah.
Sorry?
I need the red bag in it.
The red bag?
No
problem.
Your hands in it, man. So yeah, you know, doing the Paradise Lost tour was huge for us. It really put Crowbar on the map in the European countries, especially Germany and UK. And you know, we've been hounding Paradise Lost for a while now. Like, hey, take us out again. You know,
Yeah.
now that we're old men, you know, it'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely. Also, some people, they wrote me if I will be there tonight, and they shared me stories from that tour. And I was, what? Paradise Lost, Crowbar? And yeah, it was also when Paradise Lost, back then their sound was different.
Yes.
And now it's kind of poppy, gothic rock music, which is also very, very great. But if you compare it from the beginning, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And
But I love the new stuff too, you know. In fact, we had our record company at the time, our German label, I guess kind of bought us on the tour or whatever. But we had a nightliner to ourselves. We literally had like an 18-bunk nightliner
What?
with 6 people on it. So like Gregor McIntosh we would follow each other in the nightliners, you know. So a lot of times he would come ride with us and drink some beer and listen to music. He turned me on to a lot of kind of goth stuff, different stuff. He was really into Dead Can Dance at the time,
Crazy.
and I'm a big fan of that. So he didn't have any room on his bus, you know. So
Yeah.
he would ride with us and drink some beers and listen to music, and then just go when he had enough. He'd go in his bunk on his bus, you know. So it was a great tour, a lot of great memories.
do you miss also that time, maybe if you compare it to now, because prices are exploding? Every band has to really calculate when it comes to plane tickets, tickets for crew, tickets for a van, tickets for hotels, etc. Or is it for something like, yeah, but it's you know, it's the current state of time, but we have to go, we have to push Crowbar, and we don't want to sit home and waiting for some kind of changes. Yeah, what is your opinion about that?
I mean, we're the epitome of a DIY, you know, a do-it-yourself band. We don't have guitar techs and crew and sound guys and stuff like that. We just pack it all up, jump in the van, and roll. And really, that's the only way, to make money, because, you know, for us, I mean, we make good money for what we do, for what we get to do, and you know, just being able to play music for your life.
Yeah.
is such a wonderful thing, because obviously all of us would have quit a long time ago if we were in it for the money or the fame or whatever, you know. So excuse me. But a lot of these younger bands are like claim to be do-it-yourself, you know, DIY bands, and it's like they have nightliners and the sound guy, monitor guy, light guy, 2-stage, you know, guitar techs and shit, and I'm like, man, y'all are wasting money, you know. But they'll learn.
Yeah, I understand that people focusing also on the budget, you know, and like, okay, it's very expensive. Also, we have some positive things, there are some negative things, but it's what I really like when artists thinking about that. They're like, so hey, we want to do some money, so let's have a look at our budget and what's going on there. And yeah, to close our interview, because our magazine is called Moshpit Passion, do you have a Moshpit experience by your own, which you want to say or share, or maybe you're standing on the stage and you were like, dude, that crowd is completely sick. Is there some kind of story which you want to share?
Unfortunately, the only Moshpit stories are really like people getting hurt bad. You know, like we did This Is Hardcore in Philadelphia a while back, 2015, I think. I think somebody broke their neck. And I mean, we did a show with Down at the Palladium in Worcester, Massachusetts, and all of a sudden Phil's up front of stage singing, And he's like, stop the fucking song, stop. He's like screaming at us. And he's like, stop. And he's like, I need, you know, he gets on the mic, I need emergency up here immediately. Somebody had came over the barricade and just busted their head wide open. They were completely knocked out and just bleeding everywhere. So fortunately, the person was okay. But it took a while, you know. So, you know, I mean, I know the kids like to do it, and I'm fine with that. We just, you know, we don't like really when they get on the stage because I'm not a stand-up singer. I can't move out of the way and let the kids come in and, you know, rock out with them and all that shit. I got to play my guitar and sing. So it can kind of be a little hectic sometimes. But, you know, we love that they have fun.
Nice. Yeah, Kirk, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
For the interview also very much. Wish you also all the best in the future. New CROWBAR record out now. Check it out. Follow also CROWBAR on social media. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Moshpit Passion, you know, for the passion of music.